Hello, everyone. It's that time again. Time for another. This is Commentary with Ozzy Rose. Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Ozzy Rose. I hope everyone's had a great day today. As for me, I had a great day. I went strutting for a little bit, even though I said in my first live today and everything in my morning post I wasn't going to go strutting. I did for a little bit. The Lord moved me to go. So y'all know me. I go on feeling, and He moved me to go for a little while, and I went for a little while today. But anyway, the topic for this commentary segment is hot. That's right, hot. It was pretty hot today, pretty hot and toasty yesterday. Preferably, I like it better hot than I do cold any day. That's just me. Now, it's true that when we hit July and August, I'm out there strutting. I feel like everyone else does here. I feel like I'm melting out there. So I have to take more hydration breaks usually in July and August and September, I don't like it miserably hot. I just like it hot. That's just me. Of course, I'm a dirty old man too, but that's beside the point. But yeah, I do. Anytime, I prefer it hot, just not miserable hot. I don't like the cold. Now, I do like it a little cold, a little chilly at night to sleep, I guess you could say. I hope I'm not confusing anybody here as far as sleeping goes, but during the day, I don't like it chilly. I like it at least in the 70s, like a lot of you do. But I don't like it when it's like 98, 99, it feels like 110, I'm out there strutting. I have to take more hydration breaks. But it does feel better to me, and I can take that better than I can like we had this past winter. Here, we had pretty terrible winter here in Northeast Arkansas. We had that big snow and a little ice on top of that. And I couldn't go strutting for nearly 2 weeks because it was still covering the sidewalks. So, when it feels like 3 above, I don't like it even strutting because, yeah, you get a little hot when you're moving and shaking, so to speak, but I don't like it when it feels like that. When I'm out there strutting, I don't like it when it feels like 3 to 5 above. I just don't like that, so I'd rather do it any day in hot temperatures and just stay more hydrated than the freezing cold. As far as I go, like strutting. I'll give y'all examples in these commentary segments, as you know. But like the old hit, some like it hot. I like it hot. Like I said, I'm a dirty old man. I can't help it. But yeah, I've got rheumatoid arthritis. I've got osteoarthritis. I've got bursitis arthritis, and I don't really suffer pain from any of them or complications really. But what I do suffer from, I got fibromyalgia and peripheral neuropathy. The only thing I suffer from any of those is it can be 65-degree weather and my fingertips feel like they're freezing. And the doctors don't know really what it's from. It could be from any one of those, they told me. So, that's why I don't even like it when it's 60-degree weather. That's just me. I do prefer it hot. Like I said, I feel like all of you here in Jonesboro, Northeast Arkansas, when mid-July gets here, it's 98, feels like 110, I feel like I'm melting out there. But like I said, I still like strutting in that compared to the freezing cold strutting. That's just me. Now, I know a lot of us are different. Some say, well, I love the cold better than I do the hot. So, I mean, we're all different. That's what makes us diverse in the United States, So, I get that. I worry more about our homeless, and I'm trying not to get off the topic of hot, but I worry about our homeless more in the winter months than I do in the summer months. Because in the winter, when it gets below freezing, a lot of them can succumb to frostbite and even die from freezing to death. So, I worry more about them in the winter months than I do the summer months. Yeah, in the summer months, I worry about them. Mosquitoes eat them up. It's hot, but I worry even more about them in the winter months. That's just me. Now, I didn't like the hot like it was when I lived in southwest Oklahoma. Of course, back then I wasn't doing the strutting thing or nothing. But the humidity is a lot higher there than it is here in Northeast Arkansas, and the temperatures get up sometimes to 115. Sometimes it feels like 128, close to 130 degrees. And the winds blow from about 25 to 35 gusts to 40 7 days a week, whether there's a storm front or not. And in the summer months, it feels like a hot blow dryer on you. So I did not like the summers whatsoever in southwest Oklahoma. My mother said, well, I loved it out there in southwest Oklahoma. I said, what'd you love about it? It was hell year-round, meaning it was hot hell on earth, just about year-round there. I told her, I said, if you love it so damn much, why don't you go back there? You know, is what I told her, you know, because I did not like the summers there whatsoever. Really, they didn't have a spring. It was flat summer, you know. So that was too much hot that I didn't like. And I could say this, I couldn't do the strutting thing there because of how strong the winds are 7 days a week year round. I couldn't do it there. I mean, I have battles here sometimes. When it's too windy, I won't even go sometimes. And then sometimes if the Lord moves me to go, I'll go, because it really tires me out. I'm fighting wind when it's, like, say, when it's past 20-mile-an-hour winds here, sometimes I don't even venture out. If it's 20 or below that, then I venture out. But, and strut, you know, because it feels like I'm fighting wind, and at the end of the day, I am totally wore out, you know. But usually, I know what a lot of people would say to me here right now. They'd say, well, now, Ozzy, when mid-July and August gets here, you would pray for these winds that you don't like to strut in. And you're right, except I don't want it still past 20. You know, if you have like 30-mile-an-hour winds and it feels like 110, you're going to know what a hot blow dryer feels like. That's the way it was in southwest Oklahoma, except that, like I said, the humidity is a lot higher there and the temperatures get hotter. So I couldn't do the strutting thing there. So I can tell you, I do not like the hot there. It's too much hot. I like a little hot, just not red hot, you know. That's me. But like today, I told my first live I wasn't going to go out today. I'm still kind of recovering. I got to feeling lousy last night, you know, but I've been using the hydration packets that my good friend Jared gave me, and you can only use 2 of them at most a day. So that's really putting the pizzazz back into me. So I'm so grateful to Jared for that. And folks, I'm about I feel like I'm right at 90% is what I feel like. So that's why I only did it for a little while today. Went down Southwest Drive, hit a tiny bit of Highland in the Hearts, and then come back. So I'll be full force, full strength, full throttle tomorrow strutting. But like the hot that we've had the last couple of days, that don't bother me. And it don't. It's just when it feels like it's 110, when it feels like 110 out there, that's when it bothers me, and it does, you know. So I'm like the rest of you. I don't like it any better than you when it gets that hot in mid-July and August. But I still strut. As long as the winds ain't terrible, I get out there. Now, there's been times I got out there in 60-mile-an-hour winds before I was ever well known here in Jonesboro. Over a year ago, you know, and I did it. No matter what the winds were, I got out there and done it because I was trying to get well known here. Now I'm well known here. Like my good friend Major will tell you, you know, Ozzy, you can miss some days if you have to. So there's sometimes I do now because everybody knows my story. They know who I am and everything. So now I can kind of like afford to do that if I have to, you know. But I don't quit anything else I'm doing, you know, if I do take a day from strutting, you know. So, but I love the strutting thing. I do. I love it to death, and that's a fact. Even when we're in July and August, I still love it. You know, that's just me. Like the old song said, some like it hot, some like it hot. I like it hot. I just, like I said, I don't like it red hot, you know. But I'd rather do it red hot when it's red hot out there than when it feels like 3 above 0, you know. That's just me when it comes to the strutting thing. I will say this though too, not to get off the subject of hot, but when it's that cold and I'm just standing around, I get cold like everybody. But when I'm moving and shaking, I get a little heat, you know, when it feels like 3 above. But I still don't like it because my fingertips, I can wear 2 pairs of gloves in the wintertime. When it feels like 3 above, my fingertips feel like they're freezing off. They do that even in 60-degree weather. You know, so I would rather strut any day when it's even red hot than when it's that cold, you know. That's how you keep from freezing to death, though, folks. No matter how below freezing the temperature is, if you're moving and shaking, you won't freeze to death. But anyways, that's going to be about a wrap on this hot Monday today. But we'll pray for this type of hot come July and August. Until the next commentary segment, this is Mr. Ozzy Neil Rose, the Strut Man, saying I hope you have a good one. And the topic was hot. Stay cool, everybody. So long for now.